honeys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Mbalenhle Hlajayo, aka Mbalenhle Chrissy on this channel. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for being on my channel, and I hope that you continue watching my video, you continue staying. Please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and also to comment on my videos. So today I'm back with another video. I have my notebook here, so I'll be talking about what I've learned in my 20s. So I'm still in my 20s. I'll be reaching the mid-20s in a few months, so I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and I think it's been something that I wanted for so long now. So I will be chatting with you guys like the 10 things that I've learned in my 20s, and I believe that I'm still learning as life goes by. So without wasting any time, I'll just jump. Okay. The first thing that I've learned in my 20s is that you need to live your life in your full times. What I mean is that you are the owner of your life. You are the owner of you. Before anyone else, it's you, and you need to be accountable of your actions, of what you're doing. You need to take ownership of your life. No one has to control your journey. No one has to control you. No one has to tell you on what to do, because you have all the authority to own yourself. You have all the authority to decide for yourself and decide for the life that you want. The second thing that I've learned in my 20s is to be clear with your goals and vision. So I know that when you're a teenager, or before matric, or before you go to university, you have a number of things that you want to do. You become so undecided. You are so undecided of what you want to achieve or what you want to be when you become older, or when you go to university, or when you are in your 20s, or if you're still in your teenagers. So what I've learned is that when you get into your 20s, you can be in varsity, as I said. You can be not in varsity. Maybe you are still gonna start at varsity. So you need to know how do you want your life to be? How do you see yourself in the near future, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s? Because I believe that if you're in your 20s, that is where you can create your life, and you can become, or you can work towards what you want to be when you're older. So you need to be clear with your goals. You need to be clear with what you want in your life, and your vision must be clear to yourself. It has to make sense to yourself, and you need to work on it, because your 20s is the time where you have to work on your goals and on your vision. So the third thing that I've learned in my 20s is that it is okay to fail. If you fail, or if you try something and it doesn't work out, do not be so hard to yourself. I have failed so many times for the things that I have started for myself, thinking that I love them, or thinking that they're gonna work, and they ended up not working. And what I'll say is that when you're in your 20s, you're gonna fail. When you're in your 20s, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. When you're in your 20s, you're gonna come across a lot of things, and in those things you will be bound to give up, or I would say you will be bound to fail. So do not be hard on yourself if you are maybe at that point of failing, of trying things and they don't work out, because that is where you have to learn. So what is the most important thing that I've learned in my 20s is that failing doesn't mean that I'm not gonna succeed in future. You can fail many times and you can succeed one time. So you need to try, and you cannot live your life saying that I'm not gonna do this because I'm scared to fail, or I'm afraid to fail. You need to do whatever that you want. Take those risks, take whatever that you want to do, and do not be afraid to fail, and understand that if you are failing, you are learning. So when you fail, you need to learn. You need to learn to do better again, or learn to do better in the near future. So do not be afraid of failing. And even 30s, people in 30s, in 40s, they still fail. So do not be afraid of failing. So another thing that I've learned in my 20s is to explore. So you do not have to limit yourself. In your 20s is your time for you to, if you want to change the degrees, you can do that. If, let's say, the degree that you started maybe when you're 18 or when you're 19, it doesn't give you a job maybe at the age of 21 or at the age of 20, you can start again. It's okay to start another degree, or it's okay to explore another things. If you are in a business venture, you're an entrepreneur, or you are getting into entrepreneurship, just learn to be so diverse, learn to explore things, learn to try things in different way, learn to avail yourself in everything that you are interested in. And in your 20s, you'll have a lot of interest, a lot of things that you like, and you will have a lot of goals. It doesn't mean that you're going to reach all those goals. It doesn't mean that you're going to accomplish everything that you want, but explore yourself. As I have spoken about failure, is that you need to explore. If you want to change the location, if you want to relocate from where you are currently staying, do that. It's your time. You are in your 20s and you have nothing to lose. So just explore yourself, keep your mind busy, try new things, fail if you have to fail, but explore, so that when you're in your 30s, you'll know that, okay, I did this and it failed, didn't work out. I did that, it didn't work out, and this is what I have learned. So the first thing that I've learned in my 20s is that you're gonna meet a lot of temporal people. You're gonna meet a lot of people who are not gonna stay longer in your life. You're gonna meet a lot of people who will come and go, I'll say, and you need to be okay with that. Do not hold people in your life. If someone or something is not for you, let it go. Allow yourself to learn from other people. Allow yourself to learn. It can be a romantic relationship, it can be a friendship, it can be even in your family. It's okay to let go of people because you understand yourself. If someone is not bringing positivity in your life, or if someone is not bringing peace in your life, if someone is not bringing what you want to build for yourself, it is okay to let go. So there's this quote that I was reading, that between the age of 18 to 25, that is where you meet a lot of temporal people, which is actually true. You would think that when you meet someone, or when you meet a certain friend, or when you meet a certain person, I'll say, they're gonna stay longer in your life, or they're gonna be in your life. Let me tell you, no, that is not true. And you know, because why? Because people come in your life with different reasons. Some people, they come in your life to build you. Some people come in your life to change you. Some people come in your life to change the way you feel about yourself. So it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, but you need to decide on who is staying in your life, and you need to understand that you're gonna lose a lot of people in your life. Do not be afraid to let go. Do not be afraid to start over. You'll always meet new people. You'll always meet people who are interested in you. The sixth thing that I've learned in my 20s is that the life won't go as you planned. It will sometimes, but sometimes it won't go as you planned. I know, as I have mentioned before, that if you are in your early 20s, or if you're a teenager, you plan your life. You plan that when I'm 23, I'm gonna have a car. When I'm 25, I'll be married. When I'm 30, I'll have my dream car, or I'll be staying in the States, or I'll be staying in Sentin, Mhlanga. That is what you are giving yourself. That is what you are saying to yourself, and that is okay. But when you are reaching that age, like myself, I always say when I'm 23, because I finished my degree, I think at 20, I finished my degree at 21, right? And in my mind, I always thought, once I finish my degree, I'm gonna work for a year and I'm gonna buy a car. After buying a car, I'm gonna build a house for my mom. And that is okay, right? Because we dream, everyone has a dream, everyone is dreaming of something, it's okay, right? But when you're in your 20s, I would like to say this, that you can plan your life and you can decide on how your life is gonna be because of you giving yourself a time frame based on what you are currently working on. But that doesn't mean it's gonna work like that. It doesn't mean that the life you are planning is gonna work accordingly to what you are saying with your mind, with your mouth, or what you are visualizing. So that is okay. As the word of God says, that we can plan, but God directs our steps, right? And God decides of what He wants for us. And that is true. We do not decide life for ourselves. So when I turned 23, I'm like, okay, I was still trying to find a job, right? And I was still trying to find myself, trying to find my stability. And what I told myself that I will be doing, it didn't happen. And it's okay to, and you do not have to be hard on yourself, as I said. And also, you need to keep on pushing. If something doesn't happen at a certain age, you need to keep pushing. Don't stop believing. Don't stop having that goal. Don't stop having that vision because it didn't happen in your own time frame. But it's gonna happen on the time that God has decided for it to happen, right? So yeah, just keep pushing, keep dedicating yourself to the work that you're doing, keep dedicating yourself to what you are doing to reach that goal. You may not reach that goal when you want, but you will definitely reach that goal if it's something that God wants for you. The seventh thing that I've learned in my 20s is that you will need to be selfish with yourself. You need to choose yourself. You need to choose you. Choose you. You come first. You come first over everything. Whether you are married, God come first, you come second, and your spouse or your kids, they follow. Because if you're not selfish to yourself, you will lose yourself. You will lose your confidence. You will lose your value. And you'll start living your life based on what others are thinking of you, or based on what others want you to live your life. So be selfish with yourself. Set standard for yourself. Set boundaries for yourself. Do not accept things that is below what you want for yourself. Set boundaries for yourself and be okay to say that this is not for me and I'm not gonna stay, and this is not for me and I'm not gonna take this. It's okay. Be selfish with yourself. If you have to choose, just choose yourself. If you have to choose, just choose to be with yourself than to be with anything else that doesn't align with what you want in the future. So the eighth thing that I've learned in my 20s is that you need to seek help. What I've seen is that most of us, we want to carry everything on our own. We want to do everything for ourselves. We want to try for ourselves, which is a good thing. But if you see that you can't do it, just speak, just seek help. If you see that you need help, it can be a mental help, it can be a physical help, it can be emotional help or financial help. Seek help. If you have to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you have to speak to your mother or to speak to a friend that you trust, just do that. Speak and seek help. It is okay to ask. It is okay to say that I'm actually not okay. It is okay to say that I don't see myself growing. I don't see myself doing what I want. Which step should I take? Be open about yourself and about your life. Do not try to do everything on your own and you end up being miserable because you think, no, I can carry it, which is the mentality that you have as 20s, like in our 20s, that we want to do everything for ourselves. Okay, so the ninth thing that I've learned in my 20s is that you need to understand where you are in your life. You need to understand the level of your life currently, and you do not need to compare yourself. So what I mean about that is that, as I said, that everything you plan it in your teenage years, when you dream, when you're writing your goals, when you are visualizing your life with your friends at that time, and you'll be like, me, by this time, by the certain age, I'll be something. And if it doesn't happen, remember that you have people you are growing up with. You have people in social media. There are people at your age in where you live, right? And you do not need to compare yourself with them. Someone can have a can have their life settled at the age of 25, and you are at the age of 28, and you feel like, my life is so miserable and I don't see myself doing anything currently, and nothing is working out for me. And you start wanting what other people have because you think you also deserve, and because God can bless someone else something that you want, and you need to be okay with that. You need to congratulate them. You need to celebrate other people's win with them without you saying that, I wish that could be me who's receiving a certain thing. So you need to understand the level of your life currently, where you are, and you don't need to compare yourself with anyone else. So the last thing that I've learned in my 20s, not the last, there's so many things, but for this video and for now, this is the last thing, is that you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. Waking up in the morning, just be kind to yourself, because you need yourself more than anything. And remember that you need God more than anything, and you need yourself more than anything. So just be kind to yourself. Speak positivity to yourself. Speak life to yourself. And don't give up. Don't feel like you are not doing anything. You are not reaching your goals. You're not reaching your goals. You're not reaching your aim in life. Just be kind to yourself while you are pushing your life, and understand that in your 20s, it's your year. It's a period, or it's a season of your life where you have to try for yourself, where you have to live for yourself, live for who you are, and understand where you're coming from. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you subscribe, you like, and you comment. Until next time, bye.